I woke up this morning and I had a thought. So I'm going to share it with you as a guyism. Dads do not teach their daughters how to be women. Instead, they show their daughters how women should be treated. And they do this by how they treat their wives and all of the other women in their lives. Boys need to be shown how to treat women in the same way. And it obviously goes without saying that the same is true for mothers and sons, that relationship. Moms can't teach their sons how to be men no matter how hard they try or how masculine they are. So, if you don't think that your relationship as husband and wife or parents, it doesn't matter, is affecting your kids, think again. And what they do with that information or how they process it is anyone's guess. But don't ever think that they aren't absorbing it in one way or another. They take that shit on the road with them. Oh, yes. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And there's one other thing that I want to say. I have been a teacher of first graders through sixth graders for a long time. I had the honor of observing, especially boys, how they treated their female teachers in comparison to how they treated male teachers. And now, a lot of this has a lot to do with the roles at home, the mother's role and the father's role. If their fathers were not in the picture a lot, it changed things. But I definitely noticed that the boys who treated their mothers disrespectfully treated their female teachers the exact same way. So, just to go on with that, how our sons treat their mothers is usually a good indicator of how they treat or how they will treat women in general. And don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for being perfect people or never fighting or pretending that everything is okay when it's not. I'm actually saying the opposite. I'm saying be real, be human, be understanding, be loving, make mistakes. If your kids do hear you yelling or fighting, and I really do think they should, they need to hear the making up part too. I'm talking about the apologies, the explanations, the sharing of feelings. Kids need to know that even people who truly love each other fight. They disagree. They get mad at each other. But they also work things out maturely and responsibly. And although our marriages may not always be pretty, they may not always look or be romantic, but it's real. And it helps them to understand how to get through tough times and not run away from them. Men, if you don't have daughters, just close your eyes for a second and imagine that you do. Now imagine that she meets a man just like you. If you didn't smile or say, "Oh, thank God," then you should probably change. The good news is that our daughters use us as the standard against which they will judge all men in their lives. Unfortunately, that's the bad news as well. But what the hell do I know? That's the way I see it, and I'm sticking to it.